Okay, I think we're live now, Pops. Yes, it looks like it. We did it a moment ago and the camera was the wrong way around. Right, this is a little bit of a test run. And we're just going to see which group I actually put this live on. This is a little bit of a test run to see if this kind of thing is well received. So we're not going to be training. Poppy has just got out of her bath. She's nice and clean. She's got her goggles on because you need goggles on, don't you? And we're going to just do like a little story, and you can join with us. Okay. So also at some point, oh, we've got Mrs. Cashman as well. At some point during this, there's going to be a Star Wars reference, and you've got to try and guess what it is. If you can name the film, as in which episode of the Star Wars, if you can also name lines from the film, then you win. Okay, so hello Sean McCarthy, and if anyone else is joining us. Right, snuggle in. Oh, this is cute, isn't it? You're going to wave and say hello, everyone. Hello. Okay, right. What we're going to do is we're going to read a book. It's called The Empty Hand, a karate word book. Raph is joining us, and is that Duncan? Oh, excellent, good. The karate word book. Now, it isn't just a kid's book. I was given this a few years back as an adult, and it's one of the best karate books that I've ever received, and it doesn't teach you necessarily how to kick and punch, but it teaches you about the kick and the punch. Let's just move that over. Oh, Duncan loves the story. We know you do, Duncan, especially on a wet evening in the woods with when we're camping in our shelter. Remember that one well. So, The Empty Hand, a karate word book. Okay, so that's just a preface for you. We've got a nice looking karate suit and belt. Okay, I won't go through all the contents, but it basically goes through a what is. Okay, so there's an introduction, and then what is karate, what is sensei, what is dojo, and so forth. So let's start at the beginning. Okay, so introduction. And there's lots of real good pictures in this. I like a picture book, and that one there is a nice sort of artistic dojo. What we're missing at the moment. But here, let's talk about it. To begin, when it comes right down to it, there should not be much talking during karate practice. Doing quite a bit of talking on the online at the moment. That's how we're kind of engaging anyone, but there shouldn't be. Most times you should simply go to class, work up a good sweat, then go home. While you are in class, you should listen carefully to your teacher and do as you are told. Which a few people around the country are finding difficult at the moment. This is more or less what it means to study karate. Nonetheless, there are times when instructions and explanations must be given verbally, and many schools choose to retain the original Japanese terms to reference to things relating to karate. Often students who have just started karate find the use of Japanese bewildering. This is a shame because many Japanese karate terms have profound meanings, and being aware of their meaning can greatly increase your understanding of karate, especially if you keep them in mind during practice. So the Japanese culture is, like for instance, a tea ceremony, there's much more to it than boiling the kettle, putting it on the tea bag, straining it off, adding the milk, and if you're not sweet enough, the sugar. There's a whole ceremony and everything to it. They look, I think it's possibly for how much history they have. They look at things in much more detail, and this is an aspect that we like to keep with our karate side of things as well. I therefore have this is relating back to the introduction of the book. I have therefore chosen a few words commonly used during karate practice that I feel reflect the true spirit of this traditional martial art, and assembled them in this book along with brief essays exploring their meanings. I have tried to go beyond the basic dictionary definition of each term to illustrate how it relates to the philosophical aspects of karate. Oh, we're getting some big words here, Poppy, aren't we? This is not a dictionary, so the terms are not listed in alphabetical order. Instead, the opening pages treat words that you are likely to encounter immediately.
I can see my red word.
Oh, Poppy's doing red words at school at the moment. We'll pick out a red word in a moment. Who else has joined us? Maybe Connor, Steve's there, Sam Hamilton. Hope you've had a good day, everyone. So where was I? Okay, true. In the middle, I've placed terms to which you will be exposed as you progress in your study, while the closing pages feature terms relating to the spiritual and philosophical aspects of karate. An index at the back of the book lists other Japanese words that are also commonly used in karate practice, but do not possess any special significance beyond their literal meaning. When Japanese words that are featured in this book are mentioned in an essay about another term, they appear in bold letters to let you know you can find out more about them under their own essay. So each chapter each word has its own chapter, and if it's mentioned in a chapter, you can reference to another chapter. Okay. Whoa. Boom. Right. Can you see a red word then? Where's your red word?
What is it? Yeah.
What word's that then?
The.
T-H-E. Very good. Okay. A word about kanji. Do you know what kanji is? No? So let's talk about kanji. I'll also show how each term defined in this book is written with Chinese ideograms. Don't correct me if I'm saying things wrong here. Or kanji. So anyone that's seen any of our grading sheets will see that we use kanji for the Japanese numbers that we mark. Partly to do it in code so people can't look over our shoulder and see how well they're doing. But partly as part of, as it's saying in this book, this tradition also. Okay. So, or kanji, which the Japanese have also used in their writing systems since about around the 5th century, so quite old. Each kanji has a separate meaning, and it is interesting to see how these characters are combined to form the words used in karate. You may also know that some kanji reflects the actual physical appearance of what they represent. The kanji for kawaii, which means river or stream, is a good example. The 3 vertical brush strokes, so there's a little picture here of like 3 upward strikes, think of like 3 before you get to 5, depicts the flow of water. Yama or mountain is just as easy to see, so it's basically a little picture of a mountain. The high stroke in the middle with 2 lower ones on either side clearly depict a symbolised mountain peak. Other kanji have no physical resemblance to what they represent, and in fact many symbolise abstract metaphysical concepts. Whoa, big words! Chinese characters can be grouped into 4, bless you, well done, good practice into your elbow. Chinese characters can be grouped into 4 basic categories. Pictographs, diagrammic characters. Oh, there's another page to this introduction. Combined meaning characters and phonic characters. You're doing phonics, aren't you? Pictographs are abbreviated drawings of objects, as we have seen in the cases of Kawa and Jama, the mountain and the river. Who else is coming? Who else has joined us? Joe's joined us again, and we already said hello to Sam and that, but hello again, Sam. Diagrammic characters are symbolic representation of abstract concepts, hope you're following here, such as numbers, ich, ni, san. So you got the 3 dots for san, 2 lines for ni, the 1 line for each for the 1, and so on. Or directions, above, u, and shiato, below. Combined meaning characters combine 2 simple characters to create a new meaning. You following this? Yeah? It does get more interesting as we get onto the other things, but let's bear with this. Characters create a new meaning, such as combining sun and moon to create the word bright. Phonic characters also combine 2 characters. One gives the general area of meaning for the new character, and the other indicates its pronunciation. So basically, these kind of ones here is what it's talking about, where you've got two characters that are brought together to create like a greater meaning of things. And I did quite a lot of, for a period of time actually, with Nori and Yuki's mum, Sashio, who kindly gave us a lot of work with Japanese and tidying up our syllabus. And she did say how so many people she sees walking around have got these different Chinese, Japanese symbols tattooed on, and how they actually don't mean what they probably think they do mean. So it's interesting to go a little bit deeper in this. I have analysed the characters for each of the words in this book by breaking them into their components to show how they came to mean what they do and be written as they are. The explanations appear on the page. Alright, should we jump this bit? We don't need to know about that, do we? Okay. A word about karate styles. So this is a bit more interesting, isn't it? If you tell another martial artist that you study karate, you will often be asked which style. So Poppy, what style do you do? You don't know, so it's interesting that we're learning a bit more. Use this time to expand our knowledge. In contrast to such martial arts as as judo, styles of martial art, karate is fragmented and divided accordingly to what are commonly called styles or schools. You, for example, may study something Ryu style of karate, while your friend studies with the something else Kai schools, Cobra Kai or bunch enemies, whereas you study Wado-Ryu. Is that a word in here? Wado-Ryu, Wado-Ryu? No, we're not going to get to that in here. Wado-Ryu means way of peace. Interesting. However, the existence of varied schools in karate means there are at times differences in our approach to training and the ways in which they execute some techniques. This goes with the sport side of things, not just the traditional side as well. In particular, the list of common practice kata or forms can vary greatly from one school to another. It can. You'll see that when we start being able to get our open tournaments running. Hiya Jess, I think we've got Jess joined us and Gavin has, so maybe Blue, even Ty and some of the other family are there as well. Do you want to say hello in case Blue's there?
Yeah, hello.
I have tried to keep this book style neutral. That is to say, as long as you are studying a form of karate that traces its roots to Japan, opposed to the martial art, I can't read when you're turning the page, arts of other countries, then most, if not all, the terms defined in this book should be applicable to your training. Sometimes karate schools and practitioners, especially instructors, can get a bit funny about that style, who's best and everything. Oh, Mummy's watching us! Our Mummy! In another room! For example, some martial arts will get a bit funny about that sign. What's nice about it? It's for anyone. It's for anyone. For example, I only touch upon two specific kata, namely Pinan or Heian, as some schools refer to, and Sanshi. We do, obviously, the Pinans, those that know our karate style, which between them are practiced by virtually all Japanese schools of karate, which they are. I have chosen not to list other kata, which are practiced by some schools and not others. You will have to ask your instructor what their names mean. Despite differences among schools in the practice of karate, however, the spiritual outlook fostered by the martial arts is the same for all styles, and that's karate, kickboxing, judo, taekwondo. I'm therefore confident that you will be exposed to all the terms defined in this book at one time or another, just as long as you continue your study of karate. I hope that by reading this book with little talking you encounter in karate class, you encounter in karate class will gain greater meaning for you. Best of luck in your training. So basically, this is a book to give you a little bit more knowledge of what you might hear us talking about in the karate training. Do you know what that word says there, Poppy? Spell it out. O-S-U. You.
You.
What's that all together?
U.
Us.
S.
Us.
S.
Spelled O-S-U, if you didn't know. Right. Do you want to read the karate one, or should we stop there?
Yeah.
We'll stop there. You're getting ready to go watch the rest of your film, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because that's what you got as your treat today. So, if you want a little bit more, okay, if you want a little bit more of this, then please comment. Please let us know if you have enjoyed it, and or message us separately, or DM as some people have been doing everything else, or texting, whichever means. If you want a bit more of this book, let me know, and we could set up shop next week. Yeah, and we've got our bookmark here, okay, to put in here, so we know what is karate would be the next edition of this. Okay, so arigato. Yeah, and good night, everybody. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, okay? And we will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we've got our pre-recorded karate class for more of the adults, but kids could join it too, being posted first thing in the morning. And then we are going to do a live with Lauren yoga tomorrow. That's going to be a regular thing on a Thursday, as it has been anyway at our dojo. That's at 10 o'clock. And then in the afternoon, full details, I'm going to go downstairs and send them out now, about a Zoom interactive e-training session with myself. We're going to invite all of our students along to it, and it's going to be a big awesome trial with everyone training together. That's going to be fun, isn't it, Poppy? Yeah? So we're going to look forward to that tomorrow. So what do we say, Poppy? Peace out. Peace out. Have a lovely evening, and we will see you on the other side. You want to go and switch it off? So the one in the bottom right where it says finish?
Where?
The one where it says finish in the bottom.
Red.
No, at the other bottom.
That.
Yeah. Press it. Yeah, you got to press it. You've not pressed it yet. Try again. Is it not working?